Hello and welcome to another video. You came back for more. In this video I'm working on this little old cash register. It's vintage and it's battered and beaten. But most of all, it's really cute. I thought this would be a lovely little project to bring in and work on at the kitchen table, like you do. It needed a few repairs, as you can see from the hole in the drawer there. So I start by removing all of the hardware. It's sometimes difficult to remove the screws, so a can of WD-40 always comes in handy. Here I'm just removing the arm that keeps all of the notes in place. If you're just starting out with restorations, I would highly recommend a small project like this. Something that's really small, manageable, easy to take apart and put back together again, and you get that satisfaction at the end that you've done a really good job. It'll give you the experience and the confidence that you need to then try something a little bit bigger next time. I've had a few messages from people saying things like, I've got this project to try, but I'm afraid to in case I make a mess of it. My advice is to just do it, and honestly you won't regret it. Personally, I think restoration does wonders for your mental health, and I would always encourage anyone to give it a try. This is the little hole that the till roll feeds through. I hand sanded the whole piece to remove all the old varnish. I cleaned up the hardware by boiling it in vinegar. Next I needed to tackle the hole in the drawer. I used a pencil and paper to gauge out a template of the shape of the hole. Then I drew it onto a scrap piece of plywood. I set the depth of the palm router the same as the hole. And then I just cut round the shape. I used a chisel to trim off any excess. Here I'm just gluing the little shape, ready to fit it into place. I kept a little bit of sawdust from when I sanded, and I applied that into the glue. It blended in really well, and you could barely see where the hole had been. I popped some clamps on and left it to dry for a few hours. Once it was dry, I used the router to level off the new piece of wood from underneath. I was reluctant to replace any of the plywood because those marks are a result of the coins going in and out over the years. It's part of its history and its charm. As you can see here, everything that's brass came up really nice. So here I'm just working on the little bell. I knew I could make this really shiny as it was made of brass too. To help preserve the instructions, I decided to cover them in tape. Time to take a break with Charlie and Sully, the Cocker Spaniels. And we have a little cameo appearance from Milo the Frenchie. That's enough now, Beach Boys, let's get back to work. I used Howard Restorer finish in dark oak. I like to use a small detail brush to get into the nooks and crannies. Now for my favourite part, putting everything back together again. I gave the handle a coat of black paint. As always, I'd like to say a huge thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more videos in the future. For a final touch, I use Howard Feed and Wax. It goes hand in hand with Restorer Finish, and it looks and smells amazing. Thanks again for watching, and enjoy the final results.